Hey guys, welcome to another episode or video, or let's make a Super Mario game. In the last episode, we ended up making an entity manager class that we needed because I kind of forgot to add it to the project, but I feel like it's something good, We're doing this together, and that's awesome, man. I like it so far. Apologize. I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't edited a video yet. I'm gonna do this after this video, but I'm not sure if I sounded too quiet or anything or too mellow or whatever, But it was almost midnight, so I apologize for that. Right now it's a little bit late too, but I don't feel as much tired as I was in the last episode. But I promised you guys I was gonna do this, and I'm gonna um keep my word. So let's do this. And so in this episode, we can do our component class. And I did say that this gonna be a component based entity kind of thing. Yeah, that works. So let's continue. I did say that I'm gonna be working. I'll be doing these videos every Saturday. I will probably make multiple. I will do my best to make multiple videos so that I can release it throughout the week. Have them ready. I don't make promises though, but I'm definitely gonna keep. Let me see if I can work out because it does suck waiting for a week. I mean, especially for you guys, waiting a week for this to happen, every week. So I'm trying to do my best to make multiple videos. So, anyways, I digress. Let's continue. So let's add a class. Let's add. We can call it component. Actually, I don't even know if we ever made videos like this before. I remember something about a component thing that I made before, but I don't know. Anyways, come to the component. Make sure it's in the SRC folder. Make sure it's in the SRC folder. And you call it finish. Let's remove the Pragma ones. It's up to you guys want to keep it or not. Either way works. I just like this better because I believe Pragma ones does not work for all the things. I don't know for like certain things it does not work on. So I prefer playing it safe and doing it old school. Got a component. I wish there was like a setting so it'd be like it's either the Pragma ones or do with these. So that would be so much awesome. I know some people do this too. That also works. Anyway, here we can pass in. We can yeah. I'm not sure how I want to do this. How do I want to do this? This can component. Apologize, I got a text, but anyway, trying to figure out if I want component to have a reference of entity. Yeah, I think so. That will work best actually. So up here, we're gonna call class entity. We can contain like class prototype on top, so that way we don't include the header file in here, because even though it's not really needed, there's no really reason to create an entity and include for it, since we're not going to use any of the information inside the entity file in here in the component header. So there's no reason for me to include it. Let's just call entity pointer entity. We're gonna have a private. Should I have a private? No, let's make it protected actually, because when I derive from this class, I would like to have the other classes to include it. So I have an entity pointer, and I have an entity. And here we definitely can have an initialize, have an update, pass in a float DT, have a void render. We will come back to this so that we can include some parameters in here. It may need a sprite batch, or will need in the future, but I'm just gonna wait it out so that when I come to that point. So for now, just leave it like that. We will also have a boolean initial, like same thing as an entity. You say M has been initialized. And basically, you just want to make sure, maybe hypothetically speaking, let's say I created it and a component during the middle of a game. We want to make sure it's initialized, you know. So make sure you set it to false. What else does this need? What else? What else? What else? What else? Well, you know what? Make sure these are virtual. Haha. Because we will be deriving from these classes. I mean, method. Oh yeah, classes. Yeah, that works. Virtual. I don't think it needs to be pure virtual. I don't think it's necessary. The bool has been initialized. You know, let's for now. That works. If I need to create anything other than that, we'll definitely include it. Just make sure we include it in the header file. Include this in the header. I mean the CPP file. My bad. We don't need this because we have the other. There's one thing here that I don't have at the moment, but we'll eventually create it. So I have an M entity equals entity, and just save M entity. Make sure I might set it to null somehow in the future. And anyway, if it's not null, make sure say add components. It does not have it yet, but we'll create it. We will create it, but for now, just leave it like that. Just don't worry about the error at the moment. We'll eventually fix that. Inside the initialize, make sure say has been initialized equals true. I mean, another thing that fixes it is I was going to loop it inside entity and say if has been initialized, but I can put it in here. Either one works. I was trying to figure out. You know what? Let's do that. Let's say if it has not been initialized, just call initialize. And this is set to true. Same thing for render. And make sure it may cry on you depending on what warning level you have. I just can put a void DT there. Just that it doesn't cry on me in the future. That's about it. I feel like this is about it. Yeah. That should be it about this class. For the time being, I mean, we may come back to it again. So for now, let's work with that. So let's go into entity. Let's find why are these outside our source file? Okay, I gotta figure that out. We'll figure that out. For now, just fix. Hold on, I am definitely want to know why they're outside their source file. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Sure. Open continue folder. They are inside our source. Well, why is it outside? Why is it outside here? I never had this before. Show all files. Oh, actually, it's inside this one. Okay. Well, let's do that. That works. I think. Yeah, that works. I don't know why it's outside in the other one. But anyway, go back to entity H. We will. And here we're gonna create a class component. We will have do I have a vector class here? No, I do not. Let's include a vector. In here, just trying to figure out what's a good place to put it at. Let's include it here. We have a vector. Oh, no, it's std vector. I remember adding an std vector before. I forgot where. Maybe I gotta come back to that. Have an entity. No, component, my bad. Component pointer. And just components. Hold on, let's go to std. I'm surprised that all of these stuff works even without the. I guess that works for me. Because I mean, I'm not including std in the other ones. Or maybe I don't know. I probably not. I mean, I need it. I'm tripping today. I apologize. Anyway, we had the components. We will, let's see, like performance wise, we would not want, we're not carrying at the moment because, I mean, we do have, as you notice, you have a double for loop in here. We will have, because you're looping through the update, right? Or even initialize and even the render. You're going through the double for loop. So you go inside here, right? In this for loop, inside this one will have another for loop that will loop through all these components. So I know the better way is maybe, not maybe, but is to have this somewhat separate from here, which that's how I have it in my actual engine. But we're not don't really care about performance at the moment, so we leave it here. And in the future, if performance issues comes in, then we'll fix it. But just know that I'm aware of it, and I hope you guys are aware of it. If you're not, then I hope you guys learn something new right now. So let's go into. Oh no, you know what? Before we do that, let's add. We can add function. We can add a component, and you say you pass in a component pointer component. Do you want to remove a component? There's one thing that sucks that I'm about to loop through all of these and just try to find it. I mean, we can have an ID though. Let's try to figure out how to create that ID. And again, you know, I don't think all these entities will contain multiple, like, huge amount of components anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So let's create a remove component. I just put a component pointer component. I mean, we can go even fancier with this and have a template. You know, another thing, a component by my bad. Instead of returning a void, let's return a component. I was trying to figure out if I want to do that. Create a template, which will work. It's pretty awesome. I love it. But you know, for now, let's not do that. Oh, let's create those functions actually. It's not inc. Hasn't been created just yet. There you are. So all we want to do is just say components that pushback components, and just say if not components, and return. There's no point of actually adding it to list if, which is there's no point adding it if it's null. Now in here, same thing here. No point in adding and removing it if it's already null, because it's not gonna know what file it's gonna be. But anyways, you're gonna loop through all of these for you say unsigned int I equals 0, I is less than components dot size plus I, and just say if, I'm not sure if this is gonna work actually. Components I equals components. We'll have to test this out. Pretty sure it should work though. Do you want to delete it? Yes, delete it. So end components dot erase and components dot begin plus I, and delete components equals null. I believe that should work. Anything else I created in here? Oh, I need to update all of these stuff. My bad. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we here. I'm not sure if I want to add the position first and then put in the update. I don't. Shoot. Size plus of size components Alright, update DT. Why did I? Oh, yes, because I have included components here. Make sure this include component the header file. Add the component header file onto it. Update. I was trying to figure out if I want to do it after. I think before should be fine. That way you do all the stuff in here, then update it, right? Like velocity, whatever, and then we update it. Okay, we have that. We have to do the render. Copy the before thing and just put a render. That should be it. For now. That should be it for components. Let's see this build. Let's see if there's any errors. There are errors. Oh, that's right. Let's put on sign here. I don't want to cast it to an int or anything. Let's fix the other errors. Entity is a public. Add component. Oh, wait. Add component. Did I misspell it? Oh, it just doesn't know what entity is. My bad. Let's include the entity file. That's very helpful. Make sure you add an entity file, header file on top. Oh, forgot to return the component. Wait, why do I want to return a component? Why? I don't know what I was thinking. Well, if we were wanting to do a template, it will call new here for the component. Yeah, I was thinking of my engine. Apologize. Okay, you know what? Let's remove the component and just put void. Just pass in the void. And change it in the header file as well. My bad. Apologize for that. Let's come back to that. I was thinking of my other templated one that I had. That's good. I like that. That works. So, Let's build it. And that should build correctly. So if you play it, you should still get that black screen. The beautiful black screen. So beautiful, huh, guys? Alright. So let's see what else. I was thinking of another class that I may need. I completely forgot what class was that going to be. Yes, that's right. There we go. Well, we'll include that in the future. I'm probably just gonna add it to the project, and that's our texture file. We'll be able to read textures, mostly TGAs that we're gonna be reading. It looks like I do not have it into this engine, but I will add it. We're not gonna go through that because that's gonna be a little bit too boring. So I'm gonna just add that. Unless you guys want to do it together, let me know. Just let me know, guys, and we'll do this together. Together forever. No, wait, how does it go in the Pokemon song? Forever. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I think that's about it that we needed to do. I'm not sure if it's working just yet until we actually try the movements and all that, but I still don't have the functionality just yet. And even the render's not working yet until I add it. But I did say I was going to come back to it. But at least the functionality of things is there. You know, we have Entity Manager, which already loops through all the stuff that we need. We gotta test it out still, though. So no worries. I know our game component. No, wait, so was it? Game scene, right? I feel like game scene should not have Entity Manager, though. I feel like it shouldn't. I think the game component should have it. Because if I create a new scene and I forget to add the Entity Manager, then it's kind of lame, you know. But for now, you know, this works. I feel like game component should have it, though. Yeah, you know, let's change it. I feel like the game component should have it instead of me. So you may have to change all these zeros. We may have to change that. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's getting to that moment where I'm tired already. Um, hmm. Trying to think. This is my thinking process. Like I said, we're gonna do this somewhat live, I guess. I'm not gonna delete anything. But anyway, well, you know what? I'll let you guys decide. I mean, I feel like it should. Because, I mean, what if I create another class, another project that I derive with a game component, but then I'm like, oh, I forgot to add the entity manager. Right? Or, you know what? I'm going to add it. If you guys feel like I shouldn't, then just let me know. I feel like I should add it, though. So let's add it. Let's change this, actually. So let's go in here. Let's go to this. Add it in here. This basically is swapping it to this side. Let's remove that. Including here. Everything's removed from here. So another thing, just you know what? Let's just forget about virtual functions in this. Here virtual, because I will need to include it anyway. So let's add these to our header files and remove that. So let's remove that, and we'll add it in here. Remove that. We'll add it in here. And remove this, and we'll add it to the component class. If you guys feel like this shouldn't happen, let me know. Like I said, feedback's always welcome, guys. Oh, another thing that we don't want to forget. We gotta call our base initialize, our base update, and our base render. Our release render. Okay, so just that way it calls the base class. Ooh, what is this? This is the render? I mean, still run files? Yeah. So don't worry about some of those errors. As long as it still compiles. Or maybe not. It just froze on me right now. Why? What happened? Interesting. Everything looks fine. Why is the game frozen? Alright, let's go into our... Alright, let's debug it then. Let's go into our game scene. Going here. Just... Wait, what's going on here? Oh, my bad. My bad. What a bad person I am. This game component. My bad. I'm a bad person. My bad, guys. Forgive me for that. And now it should work. Haha. Forgive me. That's an infinite loop right there that was happening. But yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And it was really simple going on, just adding components and fixing it up. If you, like I said, feedback is always welcome. And if I did something wrong, either in this video or in past videos, just let me know. If you feel like I should have done this better because it would have worked better performance-wise or anything else, feedback is always welcome because we're doing this together, guys. This is a learning process, and that's something, we're both learning something here. So, like I said, share this with people, your friends, and other people that would love to, make a Mario game or something like that, or be able to, learn more about programming kind of thing, and just let them know about this project. We can do this together. And it'll be awesome when you have like a huge group working on this, But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. I believe we will start working on player movement, or either that, or we start working on a render function so that we'll be able to add. We'll be able to render something. Because there's no point of doing player movement if I can't see what's going on. I would like to render something on the screen, so we may want to go to that path next, so we'll be able to do the render, make sure we render something on the screen. So let's do that in the next episode. We will render something on the screen. That's our next episode. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great night, guys, and have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys next time. Signing out.